Hi, hope all is going well. Don't forget to like and subscribe for my videos so that I can move up and produce better videos in the future, hopefully. So, I just wanted to give Meghan and Harry some advice. Well, things have pretty much screwed up and now they have been dumped by Spotify. They are going to be dumped, it's said, by Netflix, and Dior is afraid to touch them because they are too controversial. So the question is, where should they go? My advice to Harry and Meghan is, first, stop trying to jump onto the big brands. You went for Spotify, which creates podcasts, but you've never had a successful podcast in the past. That hasn't been your strong point. That hasn't been something you used in the past to gain popularity and a following. So then you went to Netflix, but of course they're making movies about you and you don't really have anything else to offer. I think you gave them your story in a rather full fashion. So that has kind of dried up. Harry's book, The Spare, was a big hit, but again, he's pretty much told his story, and I don't think there is a lot more that he can add. I do think Harry has some big things in his past that he has not disclosed and that he doesn't want to disclose because he doesn't want to hurt the family any further, and he doesn't want to bring William any further into the whole picture. So his book, The Spare, I think is probably as much as we're going to get from Harry as a personal autobiography. And so next we have this Dior rumor that they wanted Meghan for their brand. Now, Dior is not that much of a fashion line anymore. It is more into other things, and I think one of the things they do is perfume. Well, the controversy is a plus and a minus. I don't think that the controversy really hurts, but Dior, because it's not doing well in all lines right now, might find it a bit scary to take on Harry and Meghan. So I think Meghan should do her own perfume line, not under Dior, but under Archwell, whatever she wants to do, and make her own perfume line. I think she should also do her own jewelry line. She doesn't necessarily have a history of great jewelry taste, to my knowledge, but she has seen great jewels in that she has seen the jewels of the Queen and other people in the royal family and those associates, and I think she should try her hand at jewelry. Now, she doesn't need to do fine jewelry. I think she could even do extremely well as a brand for young people, teenagers, even children's jewelry. So I think that would be great for her as a start. As far as fashion, if she wants to do that, I think she could also be successful with her own fashion line. And I'm not talking high fashion. I'm not talking Chanel. I'm talking about something that's more average. Meghan likes to run around in tattered jeans and sports clothes. And I would say she should try that. And that would have a great following in her demographic, which would be teens and young adults. Harry could also do the same. I think he has a great look and he could do well in fashion. He should make his own line of clothes. Now, Donald Trump sells his clothes out of China, and Harry could probably do a deal like Donald Trump did, where he puts his name on a brand of clothes that he approves and has them sold under whatever brand he wants, and that would include ties, shirts, suits, sports clothing, um, whatever, swimwear, and so forth. And he could also do men's jewelry and men's cologne. I think Harry would do well in all of those fields, and he wouldn't have to do it under a big name like Dior or Chanel or anything else. Do it under your own brand where other brands don't have to rely on you for whatever kind of business contracts you deal up in the future. So those would be the things I would say. Now, people are saying that Harry wanted to interview Putin and the Pope and Donald Trump. And I think those are very big goals, but those are tricky. And I don't think Harry has the expertise based on his late night TV show interviews. I don't think he has the expertise to come out a winner on those interviews. So I would just suggest he take some training, personal training in how to conduct interviews, and then do a regular podcast. Of course, there are many channels you can go on. You can do your own thing. You don't have to be on the Spotify bandwagon. Do it like Joe Rogan did. Start from the ground up and build a following and show your talent. Make mistakes where you're not going to be on a grand stage. And I would recommend for both of them to do most of their things off of the grand stage. Meghan also came out as a person who wanted to give life advice, but she had no experience in that. She had no experience in giving life advice or as a person that people wanted to follow for life advice. As she is giving advice as to how to be a mother, and she only has two very, very young children. So I think giving hints about motherhood, giving hints about things she's learned about being a mother would be better than coming up as an authority on motherhood. If she wants to take some training in child development, child education, and so forth, that would make her better at that field. But stop trying to jump on the top of the ladder in every field and start at the bottom where you can build yourself up and build a following, and it can be long lasting. You can have these things forever. These are just some thoughts I had. And Harry also does well at art, and that's something they've always said. And he does have an art piece that's being sold and might go for as much as $600,000. So I would say Harry should also invest his time in his art, whatever kind of art he likes to do. So these are just some thoughts, some pieces of advice that they might want to consider for the future. What do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye.